Hey guys, it is Scott the Steamroller Steehn with winnersandwhiners.com. It's Saturday, the 10th of December. This is your play of the day. Hey, before we get rolling on the play of the day, if you guys would be so kind, take a minute, smash that like button, give us the thumbs up. As always, we appreciate the effort. And of course, if you haven't subscribed already to the channel, you should do that. Ring the bell, get notified every time we put up brand new content. And last but not least, let us know what you're playing, whatever plays you got cooked up. Throw them in the comments section. You get them right, you make a profit. We'll give you the shout out. You get enough of them right, you could be the capper of the day. And if you want to be capper of the week, it's still not too late. We are to have a couple people that have separated from the pack a bit, but hey, a couple long shots, you could be right there. So put your best play in the comments section. Tell me it's your best play by denoting it with a BB. Stands for best bet. And put the odds in there if you'd be so kind to help me grade them out. Anything goes, favorites, underdogs, props. The only thing we do, at least for a couple more days, is a cap a parlay payout at plus 200. So, at the end of the week, we go Monday through Sunday. At the end of Sunday's action, we'll tally it all up, find out who is the capper of the week. And by the way, last week it was C-Dub, and if you haven't checked out C-Dub and I doing our video, please take a minute and do that here on the channel as we each lay out the case for our favorite NFL underdog. And spoiler alert, my underdog got a bad piece of injury news today, so couldn't be more excited about that. All right, let's take a look and see how we did yesterday, shall we? I had the Washington Huskies plus 17. That's a good number. That's where it landed, 17. You know what? Not a lot of drama as far as woulda, coulda, shoulda. Had shots both ways at that. 10-point first halftime lead, 7-point difference in the second half. And that's about where it landed. So probably it had a little more of a shot to win it than lose it, but they're at the end of the game. But it just didn't work out. And Gonzaga just couldn't miss a free throw down the stretch for whatever reason. They're still fouling them. Good Lord. On the premium side, we go 3-3. 1 point is the difference between a winning day and a pushing day. We did hit our best bet. That was Philly minus 4.5. We had Dallas, took the money line, plus 102 instead of taking the point and laying the 108-ish. That would have been a push. But, we were getting a dime's worth of value there for the 1 point. I thought that was a good deal. And we went ahead and played the money line and would have worked out fine, except Dallas couldn't hold the lead there for the last quarter. They ended the fourth quarter with a 9-point lead. Still had a 1-point lead with 7 seconds left. Couldn't stop the alley-oop in the lane. Boom. There you go. That's your ball game. And for Bronco Devil, Bob's your uncle. So if you guys are looking to get down on some premiums for today, hey, it's a good day. We're going to have a big card, 60% off. What can I tell you? You want to get my best bet, you can do that. It's normally $49.99. We'll throw it to you for $20. Just use the code M86RX6L60. You want to get all my plays, you can do that too. Still get the same 60% discount. Nice thing is, if you get all my plays, you also get the best bet. It does not come with a guarantee. If you get the best bet by itself, it comes with the money-back guarantee. And we are sponsored by No House Advantage. Fantasy sports redefined. You can bet on over-unders, playing against the house for a chance to win up to 21x your money. Or you can play head-to-head with players like yourself for cash prizes. Do download the app No House Advantage or go to the website nohouseadvantage.com and use the code WNW for a up to $50 first-time deposit bonus. All right, so check that out. And last but not least, this is kind of a company plug. If you'd be so kind, and if you're up this morning, if you're watching this video, check out Chris King. He's back to doing just parlays, 9 a.m. Eastern time. And he's talking about the college basketball card and the NFL, the pros, everything, the NBA, all that. So definitely check him out as well. All right. So I'm going to take a spin here with today's game. It's the only FBS game is Army-Navy. Obviously, play there is the under. You guys heard all week about the 16 in a row. And so I went back and did a little research, okay? Because the number this week's 32.5. So first of all, in that 16 game stretch, that 16-year stretch, they've gone over 32.5 9 out of the 16 times, so 9 and 7. on the year. They averaged 33.48 points per contest. So, I'm always tempted by the over in this game. And then I look at that Navy defense and what they did to Air Force, allowing them just 200 yards on the ground, which sounds like a ton, except when you got to remember Air Force averages about 350 a game. So we're chasing on the. If you want to go on the side, if you're like Army, you're in good shape. But if you like Navy, you're chasing a 4-point swing. I don't like to be on the other side of 4 points. So what we're going to do here today, we're going to take a look at the only FCS game going on. It's going to be between the Holy Cross Crusaders and the South Dakota State Jackrabbits. Holy Cross, 19-point underdogs. We're going to play the dog in the Dakotas right here, guys. These two teams play very similar styles. They are run-heavy offenses with top 10 defenses. Holy Cross, they come into this game with a pretty good-sized chip on their shoulder, being a 19-point dog, despite being 12-0 on the season and winning 19 of their last 20, losing only to Villanova last year in the playoffs. Although they like to run, their quarterback, Matthew Sluka, doesn't have the biggest arm in the world. And he's got kind of that weird three-quarters delivery that you see a lot of time at the FCS level, but he's got good size. He's 6'3", he's 220. He's extremely accurate, and he does a great job at finding the right receiver. He's thrown for about 200 yards per game, but he's thrown 26 touchdown passes, just 3 picks. Like I said, takes good care of the ball. But where Sluka really excels is with his feet. I'll tell you what he looks like. He looks like Josh Allen running the ball. Probably maybe a little faster, but that kind of size and that kind of slipperiness when he runs the football. He's rushed for 1,021 yards on the ground. That leads all, of course, FCS quarterbacks. Averages 5.77 yards per carry. This is a really, really RPO-heavy team. They run RPO about 90% of the time. By the way, you guys know me. You know what I cap. You know what the games I'm looking at. So I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I'm going to tell you that I've been following FCS closely the entire season. But I've had my eye on this game because it was a ton of points. I was intrigued because of Holy Cross's record. So I did do a lot of watching tape, film, whatever you can find on YouTube or on their sites, different places. I watched a lot of these teams play this week. So I gave myself a crash course in this game. So when I'm telling you, you're like, well, this fucker, you don't know nothing about it. You're just reading shit off. I did actually do some serious research for this game because I knew I didn't want Army Navy. And I'm just so sad to see the football season go. I'm just going to grab it every football game before I have to start betting on the NBA and college basketball for my play of the day. Anyway, so like I said, RPO about 90% of the time. And I tell you, watching the film of this kid, Sluka, he is an absolute master at the mesh point, man. He makes it's always clean, and he makes the right decision time after time. I'm not going to say he never blows it, but he is almost 100% as far as making the right choice, whether to keep it or to hand it off. Now, bad news for Holy Cross. If you're wondering why they're a 19-point dog, well, the Jacks' run defense is the best in FCS, but they've not faced a quarterback that runs as well as Sluka. Montana State's got a kid too, but they've not played Montana State either. And they've got a big bruising back that lines up a tailback named Pete Oliver, who's gone for about 950 yards. He averages 6 yards per carry. Now, like I said, these guys are both big bodies, especially at the FCS level. I think Oliver's 6'1", 225, and they appear to both get stronger as the game goes on. They don't take a lot of direct shots. They basically inflict the punishment. Now, South Dakota State on their side of the ball, they've got a couple of good running backs in Davis and Johnson. Quarterback is Gronowski. He's fine. He's a solid quarterback, 7.9 yards per attempt, 19 TDs, 5 interceptions. He's not the runner that Sluka is, but I'll tell you what he did last week. He absolutely torched Delaware. 8 carries, 72 yards, and almost all of them were quarterback draws, right through the A gap or the one hole, depending on which side you're looking at. But I don't think he's going to be able to do the same against this much better Crusaders defense. First of all, the Crusaders not afraid to put a spy on him, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him do that. It might be overkill. They'll see if they can get it done with their regular set. But that, like I said, that is a very good run defense as well, and I don't think that Gronowski is going to have the kind of success that he had because he's not generally a runner by nature. They'll run with him 4, 5, 6 times a game, maybe. But it's all very controlled stuff. Just not really designed to get him in space. Just get a few yards at a time. So the bottom line is the Jacks, they carry a lot of heat, carry a lot of swagger. Number 1 team in the country. But this Holy Cross team is, they're not nothing. They're ranked 6th in the nation. Like I mentioned, they haven't lost this season. I think there is a tremendous amount of value with this number. Many ways as I look at this game, when I put it down on paper, it comes up somewhere in the neighborhood of 14.5 to 15. I think 19 is a great deal. Yeah, let's play a lot of FCS today. Then we have the Holy Cross Crusaders plus 19. In the outside, by the way, South Dakota State might be wondering about the weather. It is it's going to be about as good as it could be for South Dakota in December. About 30 degrees, very little wind, and no precipitation. So, fine football day. Give me Holy Cross plus 19. At the end of that one, you guys can join me as we pick up our winning tickets and head back to the window. All right, you guys know how I did. Let's take a look and see how y'all did, shall we? Alrighty then. Justin McKelvey goes 1-0 plus 615. Had the T-Wolves plus 123. Expert Blue 2-0 plus 340. Hit a parlay. Don't know what it pays, dude. And you also used the approximate sign. I didn't know if that was what we were doing. So you had a nice day. You made money and you didn't miss any. How about that? C-Dub goes 2-2. He got juiced. Bronco Devil goes 1-0 plus 500. As he had Fordham minus 5.5, Bryant minus 6, and Washington plus 23.5. I was on that Bryant game as well. That was one of our premiums. That one finished well. So, yeah, he had the 3-team teaser there. Nicely done. Christopher Paget just keeps on rolling. 1-0 plus 500. He had the Detroit Memphis under 227. Who's the last one? I've cut somebody off, guys. Oh, nicely done. Okay, well, my apologies. I'm telling you in advance. I think I've missed somebody. All right. So, but I haven't missed your capper of the day. It's the Time Traveler. Dude, you should have traveled back to next week when we started counting parlays because he had a nice day. He goes 1-0. You ready, Bronco? 25-25. Little Zager Evans for all you old guys out there. 1-0 plus 25-25. He had a 3-team parlay at Queens High Point over 154. Argentina to advance, never a doubt, as they did it in PK, and 76ers minus 4.5. Another premium play I had, by the way. That put all that together for plus 505, and that's how you go 1-0 plus 25-25. Congratulations, Time Traveler, because you, my friend, are the capper of the day. Well done to you. As far as the capper of the week goes, as we mentioned, C-Dub pushed on his, he went 1-2 on his soccer, but he did go 1-0 in college basketball, and that's where his best bet was. He had Air Force minus 6. So C-Dub keeps the lead at plus 301. And as far as the rest go, we have the to check. Second place, is Justin McKelvey at 213, and Christopher Paget is in third place, and he's at plus 190. There you go. So it is C-Dub, it is Justin, and it is a Christopher. So there you go. That's your top 3. Still room. You want to get down on the capper of the week? Give it a shot. C-Dub trying to do what nobody has done so far, and that is go back to back, Jack. So we'll see what happens there. Until then, let's go out and win some money today. Have a little fun, all right? You guys take care. Thanks for watching. As always, be back tomorrow. Doing my best to find that NFL play. You know the deal. That we can pounce on it. It gives us our best chance to head back to the window. You guys take care. We'll see you then.